time with Espina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all.
Hello. Hello. Ow.
No, my sword! Rain outlines your... Shower me with praise!
I went the wrong way. I wanted to go this way. No, I didn't. Where am I? Oh, okay. Ice, what? Oh. It's fine. Sure. How many do I need? It's the real question. Four. Okay.
Witness the power. Strike a pop.
Not what I meant to do. Please. Thank you.
Let the world come alive. Strike clouds converge.
Please.
Watch out.
There we go.
Let me amuse myself.
I love to kill. Okay, so yes, he is a friend. He is friends with Chung Yun. I don't know. I assume you're trying to say Chung Yun, and he is both a sword guy and a bookworm. Gonna be honest, I do ultimately think that it is really funny that you have osmosis Genshin.
Make way for the attack. Look at me. Watch out. Feeling lucky?
Damn, that was good. Okay. Whee!
There you are, eavesdropper. Let the world come alive. Seize the skies. Coming at you.
Girl. Kill.
Over here. Skyward! Scatter!
Okay. Damn. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Fire that. Alright, let's go craft. Craft? Like Minecraft? Like the Minecraft movie? Did you see the Minecraft movie trailer? It's kind of atrocious. Where am I? How many do I own? 0. How many do I need? More than that. Yeah, it was a little scary. I didn't like that it was scary. That was a freaky ass sheep. Yeah, I have very low expectations for the Minecraft movie. I don't think it's going to be very good. Am I going to see it in theaters? Absolutely. Am I going to be disappointed? Absolutely. So, I don't know how many of these I need. 12. 8. I absolutely will let you know how it goes. I will let you know in detail. Owned 9. What did it say I needed? 18? Yes. So I need 9 more. Yeah, this is not enough to make 9 more. 7. Okay. It is just like that, though. Gotta kill some of those, too. What? I need many of these. Okay. Do some whopper flowering. My food is going to be here in like 5 minutes, so I will have to go AFK. But we'll live. Wait, is that it? No. Is it down here? Oh, it is. Okay. Hello.
Strike a pose. Watch out.
Okay. Where are the other freaks? Yeah, I like those wings on her. I think she looks the best with the Liwa wings because she's very yellow. Getting distracted now.
The threads of your fate lie in my... Destiny has brought me hither.
Destiny has brought her hither. Hmm.
Scatter! Skyward!
very Minecraft. I was rewatching Pix's Empires 2 finale today, and oh fuck, and I was just like admiring how Minecrafty it is when you're like looking at
By royal
like you know, like his portal
Hey there!
on top of one of the towers, and I don't know. I just thought it was very sweet. Where's the little freak? Oh, it's okay. My goons are taking care of it. Okay. What do I got? Let's let's look at this. Me too. I appreciate him. Whoa. Okay, 7, 6, 2, 7. Does anybody remember how many I needed? I should perhaps write this down. 12. I need 12. Okay, 7. Seven. Hold on. Okay, so 128 divided by 3 again is... Honestly, I probably have enough right now. Let's look at the other materials we need. I think this will be fine. I think we'll be okay. I don't know what that did, but I turned it on.
Skyward! Scatter!
Oh, hey, look, a chest I've never gotten. And some poorly designed bushes. This is fabulous. Or I guess they were just poorly rendered. Hello, sir.
Let my name echo in song! Stray clouds converge! Hey there! Oz, reveal thyself! Shower me with the... Hey there!
They're my goons! They have canon names.
Quick, let's
Hold on,
pack
let
it
me
up.
show you their canon names. Okay, so we have... God damn it. Hold on. Okay, so we have Gentle Usher. I don't know which one that is. Sir Andante Cheval Marine, Mademoiselle Crabaletta, and then the Singer of Many Waters. And then this is the Singer of Many Waters. I also love them. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, my food is almost here. Perhaps I should hold off on fighting this guy until I go get my food. It's okay. It'll be taken care of quickly.
Skyward! Scatter!
Alright. Official.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
How brilliant! This one's got your name on it! Make way for the attack! Coming at ya!
Woo! Okay. I think he's here. I really wish you could see their face when you pause, but it's fine. You can look at Paimon. I'll be right back.
My time with the Spina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worth.
I'm not carrying one at all. I choked on my own spit a little bit.
Skyward! Scatter!
I could probably open this straw while I'm playing Genshin Impact. Oh, he's even got a baby I can kill. He's very cute, the baby. I must admit.
Yeah! Scatter! Strike a pose!
Leave her alone. You hate her.
Yeah! Skyward! Watch out!
Where's the baby? Hi.
Watch out!
Genshin Jesus. Real. Okay. 16. Perfect. Good work, team. And no need to devastate the local wildlife. More than necessary. I am gonna do that. And then I am also coming down. What was I doing? Okay. He'll be fine. Much like Minecraft, they respawn. Huh. Shit. I think... do I need to use all of them? No. Opening my, calculator for this. So... I have 5. 7 times 3. Right? No, 7 times 3, not 6. Okay, 21. Minus 7 is 14. All right, let's go. There we go. Ugh, look at that glorious ratio. That beautiful, beautiful ratio. See on crit damage. Okay, good, good, good. Hi, baby boy. Mel once said to me that they love my commitment to making him one of my main DPS characters. If there's one thing about me, it's that I'm gonna go hard for a 4-star character who ostensibly is not that good. Okay, that's not open today. This I can level up, and I'm going to. Woo! This is also one of my 4 stars that I went a little bit too hard on. Why did... oh, because she's not... right, I forgot. She really is. These two are not considered meta. Like, she is a meta 4-star. He is a meta 4-star. He's a meta 4-star. She's a meta 4-star. I also one day want to build her. Girl, you need glasses. So cute. And then I like her. Why are you on the flute? Physical damage bonus. I guess maybe because I don't have a better weapon for her. Okay. Yeah, her name is Chi-Chi.
1, 2, breathe. 3, 4, and
She's so cute.
I am Chi-Chi. I am a zombie. And I forgot what comes next.
She's so cute. Yeah! Oh my god. Yeah, I don't have her friendship level up, so I can't show you like the rest of her story, but I love her. And this is Mona. This is Razor. He's a little wolf boy. He was raised by wolves. Boobs. Cat girl. She has 2 outfits. Oh wait, I should change her wings now that I have the Electro wings. Oh yeah, she's kind of another character that is like definitely not meta, but I think she's so cute. I love her so much. Barbara, she's
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
yeah. And she's got little paw feet. This is Ningguang. I wish her kit was good. It makes me really mad that her kit isn't good, because she's like one of the most plot important people in the second arc, but she is a 4-star and her like whole deal is not good. She does not have a very good kit. Oh yeah, she's a cat.
I'm Kirara, a courier for Inazuma's Komani Express. Rest assured, there's no destination I can't deliver to. Uh-huh. My tails? Oh, I have them because I'm a yokai. Nekomata, to be specific.
Amber. This is Kuching. I got her from the yearly event. I like her. I do really have to work on building her. I need an Electro DPS pretty badly. This freak. I want him dead. Like, in a not affectionate way. This is Kachina. She's one of the new characters. You can tell because she doesn't look like any other character in the game. She's super cute, though. This is Yunjin. I like her. Like every other Geo character, I wish her kit was better. This is Lynette. I don't know why she has cat ears. Don't ask me. or a cattail. Her brother doesn't. I don't know what her deal is. But she's cutesy. This is Farzan. Like, girl. Okay, this animation's kind of cute. This is Fremine. I care about Fremine. What? I can't believe I put him on this. This is Mika. I truly do not give a fuck about this guy. This is Layla. She's really cute. She's eepy. I'm trying to see if she's gonna do her idol. That's why I haven't moved yet. I guess not. Okay. This is Kujosara. Why you got crow wings, you know? Like... This is Beto. Yeah, she's different than the Shogun. She's a pirate. Don't make that noise anymore. I like her. This is Kaveh. Yes. Frankly, what woman doesn't have a thing with Ningguang? But that's a whole other thing. Gay, gay, homosexual, gay. Yeah. This is Yao Yao. I love her. No, I really thought that I would be able to access these lines. They're very cute. She's friends with Chi-Chi. This is Kale. You know about her. She's my baby girl. This is Candace. This is Chevreuse. I think she's a cop. I don't know. And then this is Shinyan. Darkest Hoyoverse can make a character without getting scared. My friend, mains Shinyan, so this is what a good Shinyan looks like. And then this is my friend's Wanderer, who, oh, you know Mason. This is Mason's Wanderer, who he has named my dog, and, doesn't level him. He just, takes him out for walks. And that's how he gets his experience. I'm kind of obsessed. Yeah, I think it's funny. And then this is Mel's. Her signature weapon. It's so cute. It's got a little guy in there. and then Fina. White baby. Me. Zhao. Hashtag would have loved testosterone. I love her. Oh, I didn't know Mel had deathmatch. I guess that makes sense. Dia. Oh, this is a nightmare. Official. Yao Yao. Farzan. And Charlotte. I don't have Charlotte. And then we should look at my dad's. Hold on. Where'd he go? So this is my my dad's name card on Genshin Impact. Nightmare artifacts. This is Beto. Oh, I remember I fixed some of these. C6, of course. Ganyu. Nightmare. C2. No, she's a goat. Child. Who has his R5 signature weapon. Bad artifacts. And he is C3. Like, okay. Lame ass. Chi-Chi! Of course you have festering desire. Jesus, C-Force Chi-Chi.
1, 2.
My dad's D-Luke. With his signature claymore. And, of course, C6, because this is my dad's favorite character. Kuching. I don't know why she's on the showcase. I don't think my dad uses her. And then Sucrose. Sure, man. Whatever. But yeah, so my dad is a fascinating individual. Okay. Shall we do some quest? Before it gets very late? Do we want to do... this with White Baby? Or, this with White Baby? They're different White Babies. Yeah, let's do this one.
Come on, serious suggestions, please. I'm not trying to write a thriller here. It's supposed to be an essay, you
That's a bad
understand?
mustache.
An essay! That means facts and logic.
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? The Tatara Suna mystery. When so much remains unexplained, there's little to be objective about. Unless, of course, you restrict yourself to textual criticism.
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? The strange location, the missing details, a mysterious person. I want to write my essay on something interesting, and I'm interested in getting to the bottom of all this. That's the only reason I came to you.
Yes, you came to me, so all the more reason to take my advice. The fact is, it's the dramatization that will make
You
people
know,
want
I
to read it.
honestly
There's
don't
no getting
know,
around that.
because I'm pretty sure that's an entirely different quest
Okay.
that I haven't completed.
Did one of them just mention Tatara Suna? But that's all the way in Inazuma. Is it just Paimon, or is it kinda unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that? Everyone here's just going about their business. Maybe it really is just Paimon. Guess people here are free to research pretty much anything. Great! Let's go find out what this Tatara Suna mystery is all about.
Alright, I guess I'll go with my textual criticism and your editorial direction for the first draft. I have a feeling that the missing Kabuki Mono will end up being the main focus of this paper. Ugh, if only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about him,
Help.
this seems like the kind of thing he'd know about.
Oh, you're the traveler, you say?
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe us?
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma. This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired companion. I couldn't believe my luck, and out of force of habit, I started, examining the evidence. Sorry.
Oh, Sawada, for the love of... Sorry, we don't get out much, so our social skills are kinda lacking.
No, genuinely, why is he British?
Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to many places. Would you be able to tell us about Tatara Suna?
Actually, we don't know much about that place either. In fact, we only came over here because we heard you talking about it and wanted to learn more.
Ah, I see. My teacher chose this area of research as a personal challenge. He said it's difficult to get into because even Inazumans don't know much about Tatara Suna's past. But who'd have thought that...
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about Tatara Suna.
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you think that's a bit of a deep dive for a first read?
Well, fair point. In that case, please ease yourselves in gently by taking a look at Akaba's latest essay draft.
Let me give you some background. This all started with the discovery of some records in Tatara Suna. The writings mentioned someone by the name of Mikoshi Nagamasa, who crafted a fine blade. But in the end, he threw it into a fire to destroy it, and killed his servant Katsuragi. Why? Well, no one knows. Apart from the swordmaker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, the records also mention a Kabuki Mono. This seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger, someone who dresses funny or acts in an unusual way.
That's right. Akaba's teacher has spent quite some time researching these events on the ground. This Kabuki Mono lived in Tatara Suna for a while before disappearing without a trace. And shortly afterwards, as Akaba mentioned, things got pretty ugly.
So first this strange person goes
I know what we're
missing,
doing now.
Then a
I know what
murder
quest
happens?
this is. Uh-oh.
Seems kinda fishy to Paimon.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. So I helped out too. I asked everyone I could think of if they knew anything about what happened back then. And wow, did I get lucky!
Stop shouting!
This part's important. I just wanted to make it stand out. It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the government records office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago. Even back then, Tatara Suna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough, it seems like he went missing too.
Wait, so there are 2 missing people in this story now?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishin art and so on?
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan, the last practitioners of Ishin art. Something then seems to have happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall. I don't know the details, but taken in light of everything else going on around that time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
The Kaidahara clan?
Yeah.
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail of all.
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and
Get to the point, for Pete's sake.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabuki Mono was not a human, but a puppet.
Yeah, I expected this, The Shogun puppet that the Electro Archon made should be ruling Inazuma. Oh, it went away. The Kabuki Mono has to be the Balladeer. What was he doing 400 years ago in
Judging by
Tatsuruna?
the looks on your faces, you do know something after all.
No, Paimon just meant, how creepy. The way you described it makes it sound like a ghost story.
I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no
so
means
cute.
uncommon, spooky events are to be expected. And that's exactly what my book is about. Please, take a look.
Oh, whoa, okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Extract 1. A man... Nope, hold on. There's something caught in my throat. Oh, no. No, it's not related, but it's important. A man arrived in Tatsuruna around 3 in the afternoon. From afar, he spied laborers walking among the mountain roads towards the factories, their shoes scuffing along the jutting stones. They walked like people convinced that so long as they reached the fire raging in the mountain's belly, they might extract from it gems beyond price. I don't know why I'm so out of breath. The mood that the sight inspired was ineffable, beyond mere description for those not present to witness it. The man barked a cheerful greeting and sprinted to join the procession. There, a towering character who stood half head taller than him greeted him with a heavy slap on the back, and yet his words were filled with respect. "Do my eyes deceive me, Sir Miyazaki? I cannot think that the return trip here from Inazuma City could have been easy on you." Miyazaki smiled like a young man taking the first steps on their journey. Expression relaxed. "Why, Katsuragi, Inazuma is the realm of the almighty Shogun. I sailed upon the fastest ship, strode upon the swiftest sea routes. What dangers could I possibly have faced?" And what about the good news? There was some, naturally. The two burst into uproarious laughter, roughhousing with the other workers until the path's end. Jesus. A young man dressed in a linen shirt and wearing a headscarf gazed into the dancing flames of the furnace before him. Now, the flames of a forge are unlike any other, for their intensity affects the resulting integrity of both metal and blade. Oh my god, this is long. There's so much. Oh my god, there's 2 extracts. Okay, I'm gonna scan it and then summarize it. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna summarize it, because it's Genshin Impact. Alright, sure.
Oh, and please read my essay draft as well.
Oh my god. There's an abstract in here. Crazy. Jesus.
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts. I don't think explaining everything away with mysterious forces will cut it. Oh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawada's narrative with political intrigue? Like, I could put a turf war between rival factions at the center of the whole series of events.
Wait,
That's called
you
lying.
Just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Whatever information we have now is all that there is to know. This
I like
is as much
essay.
detail
That's
as
funny.
you're ever going to get. Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you seem to be suggesting, what hope would we ever have of finding out the truth?
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess.
The
Give me some
drawing
time.
board.
I need to find a new angle on this.
We have some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now.
All right, thank you.
I love Paimon. The drawing board.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it? Okay, then even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh? After all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it? If you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in...
Jump scare.
Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by, over there. It looked like
Oh, there it is.
the balladeer. No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
Really funny. I'm so scared. I'm afraid of him because he makes me feel things.
Yeah, skyward.
Where's White Baby? Where's White Baby?
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Nahida, bad news. We just saw the balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or... Ah, it's him!
Sure enough, you're here.
Hey, what are you doing in the sanctuary of Surasthana? Aren't you supposed to be locked up? I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me. A deal?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
He makes me
Brag
sad.
yourself. At
He
least
makes me really sad.
Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
Okay, you want to kill yourself so bad, don't you, huh?
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down? But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
No.
It's
We
not
should
every day
kill
you
him.
see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare
I
try
miss
to drive
him.
a wedge between us!
I miss him.
As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the Balladeer.
Well,
Yes,
I,
White
for
Baby is
one,
the God of
have
Wisdom.
No reason to doubt you, considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time. The Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us.
Damn, saying that right in
puts
front of him, huh?
Quite a precarious
I'm sure that's
position.
doing something to his brain.
Plus, he's a former Harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make
It's
him
a
sitting
long
duck,
story.
depending on how the Fatui plan to respond. Wait a second. Farmer? You mean he's not a Harbinger anymore? I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui, and also between each of the Harbingers. So
Never,
as long as you have some
never
value
in
to
my
offer,
life
nobody will
have I ever wanted to
abandon
smoke
you.
a cigarette
But
before
after
right
recent
now.
events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be.
I need nicotine.
Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him! Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have time. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch. Nahida, are you serious about this? Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit. Yes. As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul. Oh yeah. Actually, that's the
Oh wow, we really did do bedtime story before this, huh?
Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the
I do not
Gnosis,
like this baby.
some traces of its power remain in
She
him.
makes me a little bit
He can
sad.
still
I wish
connect.
she wasn't white. There's
The
like a
amount of
lot.
information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information, and should be able to find it more quickly.
I think also the reason why I'm attached to her is like, I don't know, there's like a really fucked up scene where like you guys go into Irminsul. I don't remember why you're even going into Irminsul. I think you're like trying to clean out some kind of rot or something. And you go and you confront the previous, like the memories of the previous Dendro Archon, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. And Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is like, I sacrificed myself to save Sumeru, and then I selected you to be the next Dendro Archon. And in order to give you your, like, in order to destroy the rot, in Irminsul, you need to erase everybody's memories of me, and then they cry and they're hugging, and then you go back to reality and she's crying and she's like, I don't know why I'm crying, because even she forgot that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata existed, and it's like actually kind of fucked up. Even like Paimon forgot, and Paimon was there. The only person that remembers is the Traveler. So, I don't know. I'm like a little bit emotionally attached to her. Really wish she wasn't white, but you know, fucking many such cases.
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him. He's treated us as enemies every time we've run into him. I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all. Our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you. If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it. It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help? I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned. Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction of a former Harbinger. If you could accompany him, it would put my mind at ease. Of course,
you
I'll
could
be
beat
there
his
to help
ass
guide you
again.
through Irminsul from the outside. Great, thank you.
I do really
Prepare
enjoy
yourselves.
that a lot
I'm
of
going to transport you
the
into
responses that you have to the Balladeer are like deeply bitchy. It's very funny. Like you hate his ass, but why are you friends with Child? It's
Wow.
like
It
whatever.
looks pretty different here compared to last time.
We're in Irminsul immediately.
The colors
Okay.
are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
I can't even jump.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
Oh, he just sent me to babysit you.
Your beak, jailbird. No way a prisoner gets to be so smug.
I understand.
I
that
think
prisoners have to put
Aether
up
and
with
Balladeer
harassment
should
from
have
the
toxic
guards.
yaoi.
But right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing off a little.
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul. It is an environment like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru.
I think they need to
Unlike
like
anyone
try to
else,
kill each other.
Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences and be extremely careful as you navigate your way through. I know there are many grievances between you on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry.
Let me know if you find
This is as
anything.
much for your own safety as anything else. Fine. Let's call it truce. But only until this mission's over.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are gonna be traveling together after all. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
Can you not call me pretty?
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
If there are no further objections, I suggest we get going. Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh, the snark on this guy. It's unbearable.
Oh, cause Kong is the like Chinese canon name for
We
Aether.
can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure. Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him.
Har har har. Do I have to walk? What's happening?
Wow.
Whoa.
So this is the inside of Irminsul. Ooh.
Wow.
Paimon's never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred
Yippee!
place.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Teyvat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go running off.
Hey, so say we did go running off in here. What would happen? What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost.
Oh my
Anything's
god.
possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
These sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
Yes. It's a little complicated, but yes. Scaramouche... yeah. So he's the... he is Scaramouche, like how Arlecchino is also the knave. Yes, yeah.
No wonder he mentioned
Or
about
like,
getting lost.
How Tartaglia is
No,
also
he was
child.
actually telling the truth.
Or like how the doctor is Dottore, etc.,
Well,
etc.
what is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little?
I really like his little outfit. I kind of really love his hat.
Here.
What a huge tree!
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Good, you made it.
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint. The Balladier's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
Paimon, he can hear you. Maybe he had a similar role in the Fatui. First Akaba and Sawada stories, now
The
this.
rest
What a
is up to
strange
you.
individual.
If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
He's so cute.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
Paimon literally loves to say shit so loud.
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk?
Nahida? Is this a telepathic conversation?
Yes. I've also invited Paimon to join.
They're Zoom calling.
What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
She's so cute. I'm guessing that you don't want us to disturb the Balladeer.
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while. Paimon's never tried this before. This is great! So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladier's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
Yes, and he seems to excel at doing odd jobs for others.
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers.
Is it about his past, the betrayals, and the other events in Inazuma?
Well done. smart and attentive as always.
Actually, I caught a glimpse of a few things when I ran into Hypatia at Partis Di. Hypatia mention! You relate what you saw in the Balladeer's mind when in Partis
So,
Di.
You made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Balladeer into the person he is today.
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. Turns out, he
Paimon
can get
learns
hurt
that
with
traumatized
energy
people
just like
are,
anyone else.
like normal
Everyone
people.
has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon.
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida, do you know anything about that?
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on, yes. I know about all of that.
Really? Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination.
You tell Nahida about the story about Akaban.
Oh?
Yeah, okay.
How interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone.
So the Genshin got it right?
Well, they guessed right about one thing. Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
Must be a
Ruh-roh.
riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
What makes you think we're talking to each other?
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation.
We have every right to keep certain things confidential.
Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So, have you found anything yet?
Huh.
Still
Okay.
looking.
Well, at least that's
Don't get your hopes up,
interesting.
though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Wait, how did you know about that? Did Nahida tell you?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you.
Every conversation with you is hard work, but your attitude is better than I thought.
Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage. Huh? Wait.
Is it though?
It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Anonymous data.
Ruh-roh.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement. You have to share it with us.
Shh.
I do really like how Irminsul is like a computer database in theming.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain
Uh-oh.
this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatarasuna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so? Well, since you insist.
It's...
That name. Niwa was the man in charge of Tatarasuna, plus he belongs to the lineage of Ishin art. Bah!
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa, and indeed, everyone else. Under your leadership, Tatarasuna is a warm, welcoming place. Like a giant village. People are
I
gainfully
don't
employed.
know.
Their lives have purpose. They
Their
are
lives have
motivated.
purpose.
As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatarasuna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing crystal marrow. The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since
Thank you for the
flourished,
exposition.
giving rise to generations
Who's
of
that
swordsmiths.
Pokemon?
Some world-renowned,
It's
others
Mademoiselle
unknown.
Craboletta.
All passing on their legacy. Skills, blood, dreams.
Yeah, who's this
Every
guy?
smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel and blade.
Why does he look like a modern
That is
Fontanian?
why you accepted the proposal brought to you by myself and Akame.
Yes, well, Were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, you allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. He sold it to me, and now
Truly
every piece of ore
exposition.
here is smelted using the new technique. Even now, you remain one of Tatarasuna's key consultants.
Because if this is like 400 years ago, that's 100 years into
who
Farina's
are truly responsible for the changes in our manufacturing
suffering.
and forging methods.
You flatter me.
You flatter
From the
me.
outset, I saw much
Why is his
that
name
was
Escher?
commendable in the-
So you say, Escher. But is this really the truth?
My good sir, what do you mean?
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. Because I didn't want to speculate. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke, mounting production problems, and recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. But that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher?
What did it say about Skara? Now our mutual friend, the Kabukimono, is taking the golden feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with the Shogun. Okay, this is our last hope. That doesn't faze you, Escher. Nothing does.
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite some time.
Oh my god, you know what's actually harrowing? Like, the Kabukimono, Skara, like, going to seek an audience with the Raiden Shogun is actually crazy, because this would have been, like, well past the point where Raiden had successfully created, the Raiden Shogun puppet. So he's willing to go and have an audience with his replacement to beg for his friends' lives, like, at the cost of his pride, to the puppet that replaced him. Harrowing.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher. But Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I. He does things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio, the yokai struck down by the Shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor,
Can we
an
stop doing
abundance of
exposition
caution is
and
well
get to the point?
advised.
Please, God.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way from Fontaine.
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat?
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put an end to the problem. I'm in charge here.
Yeah, no, he has the
I'm
Fontaine
about to take
outfit.
some
It's just,
responsibility
this
and
is a
head south.
modern Fontaine outfit, and
Probably
this
to
is
my death.
ostensibly 400 years ago.
But what about you? What are you still doing here?
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust me.
Drop the act. We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatarasuna has worked. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your
I don't
answers
like
by now?
that he has a knife.
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Oh!
A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
All that Chekhov's knife.
You!
Oh, did he already stab him? Oh, okay.
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well. It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias, and that I was
Many
not
such
from
cases.
Fontaine at all. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity, and what I seek in Tatarasuna.
If you kill me, there's no one who can get inside the furnace.
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see him as a person, but you told him yourself. You're not a puppet. You're a human. You're just missing a heart.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But this makes no sense.
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have in abundance. If you must
Oh, his
know,
voice
I'm
changed.
happy to divulge my true identity.
Fuck off.
I'm a Fatui Harbinger.
Every day I
Call
wish
me
the doctor would die.
The Doctor.
I hate him. I hate you, Dottore.
Fatui?
I fucking hate you, Dottore.
What do you want?
Just to create a minor
Hey,
inconvenience for your nature.
hey. Dottore is the one who experiments on Skura. Dottore is the one who experiments on him. Okay. This is, excuse me for a moment. I need to scream. Okay, I'm back.
That's it. That's why you gave us your cursed technology? Just to let loose the evil energy from the crystal marrow?
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced with its demise.
I hate you.
My device functions precisely as you say. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
If you give him my heart, tell him that both Nagamasa and I see him as one of us. He has nothing to prove to anyone. Because not everyone just wants to use other people.
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty. Then out of respect for you, I shall redefine myself. Think of
I need
me
him
as
dead.
a monster or a demon, if you wish. I say,
I need
Mr.
him dead.
Niwa,
I need him
let's
dead.
see
I need
what
him dead.
happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove quite impossible, Mr. Niwa. Already dead. What a pity.
I hate it here. I hate it here. I need you dead. I need you dead. I need you dead.
Creating a gap and infiltrating
I need you dead. I
Inazuma's
need you
inner
dead. I need you dead.
workings.
I need you dead. I need you dead. I need you dead.
fun
I need you
it
dead. I hate you. I hate you. You blue-haired freak. I hate you. I don't know who Jester
I'd like
is.
to
I'm gonna be
introduce
honest
a
with you.
puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not, let's turn him to dust.
Freak, 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 freak.
Hey, are you alright?
Dottore? Dottore! Good. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine? But why did we see things from his perspective?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so. But it means nothing.
Does it mean nothing?
But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
This betrayal was a lie that he's believed for hundreds of years. Was this part of the doctor's experiment? If the betrayal never happened, it existed only in his imagination, but where does this leave him?
Give him some space. He looks really mad. Paimon doesn't want to be anywhere near him right now.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but...
Yeah, I wonder why that's gotten him so worked up.
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as a mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future. Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the balladeer became the main test subject.
I hate it here.
After the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process.
Niwa's
The
heart?
load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent servants. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The
No.
balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it had protected him from the filth.
Because Niwa loved
He thought
him.
Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow, the balladeer threw the heart to the ground and left Tatarasuna.
Oh my
without
god,
looking
Niwa
back.
Niwa protected
Holy
him.
moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on the victim? That's terrible.
Being betrayed and abandoned by a close friend is sure to cause great resentment. Now we know what was behind his decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokunin 100 years ago. But it doesn't mean that vengeance was the right decision.
Yes. Only if he understands this can he choose a new path forward.
Tottori, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Hey, you good, buddy? Hey, buddy, you good? A while later.
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend.
We just want to make sure this doesn't affect the plan.
It won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Teyvat.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Not unexpected, but still. Thank you.
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you.
Huh? About what?
The reason why there are records about your sister in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was her first destination when she arrived in this world. Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens responded?
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this.
Yeah.
He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your sister for a time. I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me.
What do you want to know?
Give me your hand.
Exclamation
Can you
point.
hear my voice inside your head?
Are you trying to brainwash me?
No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you. So tell me, in this world, is it possible
His
to change the past?
expression. Wait, why would you ask that?
Done.
Huh? What the? What happened? Paimon only saw you hold hands for a second.
Nothing. I was just thanking him for helping me.
Wait, that look. Did he see me hesitate? But that was because I know about Greater Lord Brigadavada.
So long.
Wait. Uh-oh. I think by not denying it immediately, I gave him the answer he needed. So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Balladeer, stop!
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease to exist. Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Oh my god.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything stupid!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all.
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come on, we gotta find him somehow.
Hey, is he gonna kill himself Scott Smager style? Please don't pull a skunt.
Oh no, he's really gone.
Oh, can you hear me?
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power.
It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out.
You tell Nahida everything that happened.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
Where the heck did he go? Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him. Sorry, Nahida.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
Every day I'm scared. Every day I get scared.
We're out! And we're at, an inn or something?
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you.
No, I want to help
I'm sorry,
you.
but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me.
An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? And why did he suddenly grab onto you before?
Paimon doesn't remember Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and the Balladeer's question was a strange one. It's hard to explain in Pole, and the truth might be very distressing for Paimon. I'll skip the part about Greater Lord Rukkhadevata for now, and focus on the Balladeer. You tell Paimon what the Balladeer asks you, and what he might have been
He
planning.
wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible.
It's not easy, that's for sure.
You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff happened already in real life. It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it. So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do. Paimon's so confused.
Maybe he wants to erase himself from history.
Huh?
Paimon, are you okay?
Sorry. Paimon accidentally... It's the Balladeer's fault for causing Paimon all this mental
Well, yes.
stress. But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul?
I'm just guessing here.
Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working. Ugh. Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
Indeed, if the Balladeer does erase himself from Irminsul, many people in Inazuma will be affected. I can't imagine what the situation would look like. Worst case scenario will affect everyone with a connection to the riding Gokuden, Kazuha...
Nothing we can do
Girl!
about it.
Okay. Kazuha, Ayaka, Ayato. Would this mean that they'll disappear?
Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried. So, how about, we list all our favorite foods to take our mind off things? Alright, Paimon will start. First dish. Munstack grilled fish. Oh, and chicken mushroom skewers. Tea break pancakes. Cream stew. Sauteed matsutake. And dragon chili chicken. Almond tofu. Satisfying salad.
I'm obsessed with her.
Also, Adeptus Temptation, Golden Shrimp.
So they were talking about...
Seed and bird egg soup, and
They were talking about what the Balladeer might do, and Paimon was like, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. I'm so stressed. I'll list all my favorite foods so I won't be stressed that I could fall asleep. She's very cute. She's very cute. Oh, and now it's daytime. Paimon, what's wrong?
what was Paimon supposed to be doing just now? Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what she was talking about. What was it again?
You were getting so worried about the situation with the Balladeer that you started listing foods.
The Balladeer? Is that a food too? Huh.
I hate it here.
Weird name, though.
Paimon doesn't remember the Balladeer. That must mean he actually pulled it off. But how did he have that ability? That doesn't make sense.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said?
No, it's
So,
nothing.
The Balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like a nickname or something.
If this really happening, I need to know what else has changed. Paimon, come with me.
Okay, sure. Where are we going?
I want to go back to Inazuma.
Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
Now's not the time to explain. I'm scared. I'm scared. Thank God we could teleport. Cause you imagine if I had to walk there? Where's Kazuha? Where's Kazuha? Where's Kazuha? Where's Kazuha? Where's Kazuha? Where's Kazuha?
We made it to Amanoma Smithy.
Ah, it's been a while. Of course. Go ahead.
About the Raiden Gokuden, could you tell me that story one more time?
Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Amenoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another.
I want to
as
see your
generations
tabs
of
very badly.
bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions. Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline. And for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive. But fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the
I see.
Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokuden 5. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
Kazuha's fine.
We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then, too.
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed. In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokuden, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale. The Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster. Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan. Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphaned son was left to fend for himself, and grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty Shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him. Powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge, living in utter misery. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it. Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent up anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan, which he belonged to. His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokuden.
Jesus.
But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life. That is why the Kaedahara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
The legend of the Riding Gokunin has changed. Someone else attacked the swordsmith. It looks like the balladeer did something in Irminsul, but it seems Niwa still
Was there
died.
anything else you wanted to ask?
Have you seen Kazuha recently?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea. He seemed well.
So he still exists, and he's still the same Kazuha, I know. Things don't seem as bad as I feared last night.
My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon. On to the next stop. Lead the way, traveler. Paimon will be right behind you.
I care about Paimon. And Paimon care about... Traveler. Paimon's my friend.
We're here! This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
Traveler, it's been a while. If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate. They're not here right now.
Are they out on business?
Normal guy.
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they get back.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato...
Yeah,
I think it
fascinating
should be
voice.
okay.
We'll be heading in then. Thanks!
Does not fit this guy at all.
Hello, dears. Is there something you want to say? Of course, traveler. Yes, I know who you are. What would you like to know? Oh, they're both very
For sure.
well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy attending all kinds of meetings. And as for the Commissioner himself...
So pretty much business as usual in the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Very much so.
Ayato is still the Yashiro Commissioner. Ayaka is still the Lady of the House. No changes there. As far as I can see, nothing's changed in the Yashiro Commission either. I was expecting as much, but it's still a relief to know that the Kamisato siblings are both safe and well.
Got any more questions?
He is!
You're very welcome. In fact, I would love nothing more than for you to come and visit more often. Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you arrived here.
Alright, goodbye for now. Where are we going next? Great!
Tarasuna.
Goodbye, ma'am! Don't worry, we'll see ourselves out.
All right, then.
Okay, we're going into
Are
Tarasuna.
you two leaving already?
Yep, everything's taken care of now. Don't worry.
Very well. Safe travels. Goodbye.
Okay, well, I guess I have to do this other quest now. I hate it here. Tatara. Okay, let's do this so that I can do the other quest. Sometimes there's a guy that's involved in a quest, and you just kind of have to get the other quests out of the way so you can do the one quest you want to do. Sure, man, whatever. I have only Kabuto. Yeah. right here. I have 2. I hate society. Onikabuto. It must be in the local specialties. Onikabuto. Meow. We are looking for Onikabuto. Come on. Hold on. Who do I have that has that passive? I think it's Goro, right? Goro.
Prepare to move out.
Okay. Yes, Crystal Marrow. That's not what I'm looking for, though. Onikabuto? Onikabuto?
Follow my lead.
Onikabuto. Okay, yes, I will pick up all this Crystal Marrow so that you'll tell me where the Onikabuto are. Please, I literally just need one. Okay, hold on. Not helpful. Is there one on this tree? I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, skyward, scatter.
More of each of these fix than I usually would for Minecraft to fix, but they're not deeply compelling. Well, I think, well, I mean, I would probably be a better judge of that, because I feel like I have probably more context than you do for a lot of this. Are you fucking with bait? I do want links, yes. Girl. You know what?
Skyward. Yeah, scatter. Skyward.
Okay, did that help this situation at all? Yes. Yes! I got one. Okay, we're back. We're so back. That was painful. Cool. Where is he?
Skyward.
Okay, here we go.
Well, here we are. But
Hi, wizard.
what are we looking for? Something or someone?
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the traveler in Paimon?
I've never heard this guy's voice before in my
Xavier?
life.
What are you doing here?
I was in the general area, and now I'm in this specific area. There, that's me. So what about you two?
We have some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away. Like the back of my hand. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years... Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation. Goes back around 1,000 years.
A couple?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say that. Looked like the doctor still sabotaged the furnace, leading to all the ensuing chaos.
Are you gonna ask Xavier something about Tatarasuna?
Oh, I didn't realize you two were...
Me neither. Paimon,
What brought this on? Did you... Sure, go ahead.
Have you heard of a Kabukimono connected to Tatarasuna?
Kabukimono? No, I can't say that I have. I do know the word, Inazuman for those eccentric types who... But sadly, I've never had the pleasure.
Did the balladeer really manage to erase himself from the history completely? If so, he must have wanted to change the world and revert everything back to the way it was, but so far, it looks like the majority of changes have only affected himself. Thank you, Xavier.
Of course! Don't mention it.
Oh, we're leaving?
Oh, you're most welcome. Farewell.
Looks like
I feel a little crazy.
looking for. Sure, but what's up with you today? Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter
She's
what
so
happens,
cute.
Paimon will always be there for you. Hey, don't. All right, let's.
I feel a little crazy right now. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I feel sort of crazy right now. Let's go to the sanctuary of Sarastana. What if he's there? Guys, what if he's there? I'm so scared right now.
Skyward! Scatter!
Hey, it's them!
Uh-oh.
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Are you still talking about the essay?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
We have time. What do you want to talk to us about?
It's the same topic we discussed last time. Obviously.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh? Should we join them?
Perfect. These two have researched Tatarasuna's past. Let's hear what they have to say.
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress. Huh? Oh, of course.
Oh. Whoa. Whoa!
I presume you'll want to read mine as well?
Yeah, so this changes from the Skara to Dottore. The content has changed. Balladeer said he'd erased 2 of his names. If it really suggested it might have taken all of his might, but still.
What do you think?
A masterpiece.
Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished...
What did you find out? Something big?
It's a long story. Basically...
You tell the 2 writers what you learned about the Raiden Gokuden and Tatarsuna history.
So many new details.
Well, well. So there's no ghost story here after all.
You sure are British.
This new information actually lends further...
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Point taken, you were...
And they're back at it. These guys.
Oh, so sorry. Look at us.
You're welcome.
Keep us in the loop if you fuck...
Sorry, I know I'm like speeding through this. I'm like deeply afraid that that Scar is gonna show up again. I'm like so afraid right now. He could be here any minute. That's scary. It's like when you're watching a Minecraft YouTube video and Scott could show up at any minute. I just care about him a lot. That's what makes him scary to me.
Traveler, Paimon, how have you been?
Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time.
The Balladeer? It sounds like some kind of code name.
Oh no.
You look troubled. Is there something you need to tell me?
Even Nahida doesn't remember. Just like last time, any changes to Irminsul affect her as well. The Balladeer acted quickly. He finished erasing himself before Nahida could stop him. I'm the only one who still remembers the things that were erased. Once again, I am the record keeper.
Traveler?
Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
I have to tell you the truth. With a heavy heart, you piece back together the story that was broken and scattered across time. There once was one named the Balladeer, created by the Electro Archon. He was a puppet who lived among men. After a series of events in Tatarasuna, the Balladeer, thinking he had been thrice betrayed, left Inazuma to roam the world beyond. With no trust for humans and only loathing for the gods, he bore his grudge for years as he grew in strength, then returned to Inazuma to take his revenge. He tried, in vain, to become a deity with a gnosis and ended up losing everything. Finally, he entered Irminsul and learned the truth behind his betrayal. Knowing now that his entire life was built on lies, he did the unthinkable in an attempt to reverse his tragic fate.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul.
But how was he even able to do...
As the Traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated
That's harrowing.
Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Irminsul...
So, you believe this person really existed?
Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. The Traveler comes from a world beyond Tevat. That's why there's no information about him in Irminsul, and it also explains why any changes to Irminsul wouldn't affect him. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it.
Say that again.
Someone's having a hard time understanding this Balladeer guy's motivations.
I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given.
We were enemies after all. I don't know his perspective on all this, so I can't say why he did something so extreme. Did he want to reset everything, or save someone, or did he want to completely undo his existence? Everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all. Maybe that's all there is to it. They should be doing yaoi. I still remember the question he asked. He asked me specifically, and my hesitation gave him his answer. I hesitated because I witnessed Greater Lord Rukudabata erase her own existence, but I can't tell Nahida that. To put it another way, I know why the Balladeer was so sure it could work, but I can't tell them that.
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right? Once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. The story makes sense. Every part of it. The Balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but...
Okay, now we're just summarizing.
Yeah, it just feels so hopeless.
Yeah, he changed the world in many ways, and yet the dead still didn't get a second chance. Those fated to die a tragic end could not be saved. What exactly did he want to fight back against? The betrayals in his life? Or did he wish he'd never existed at all?
Please wait a moment. I want to check something. Found it. This should be the one.
That's a cube.
It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told us.
What is it?
A record from a personal collection. You should take a look.
Surprisingly, the information presented to you in a way that resembles a fairy tale.
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
I authored this record.
Huh? You wrote a fairy tale? That somehow has something to do with the Balladeer?
When combined with the Traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory.
Hold on. So this record survived from the past?
Yes. Any information about the Balladeer or the Kabuki Mono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that
Okay, that's actually really
intact.
clever.
Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance.
That's incredible!
And sending the Traveler into Irminsul with the Balladeer must have been a further precaution. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we connect all the different pieces together...
I'm scared.
There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur.
Oh.
The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten,
Yeah, literally transgender.
carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin."
Hey. Hey?
The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content.
Bro.
I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, No one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
Bro?
We solved it!
Yeah, I would not be excited right now, Paimon.
I remember now. This is not just the Balladeer story. It is his very own memories. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
It's hard to believe that this person really existed. Paimon has no memory of him at all.
The Balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, he still helped you. Before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own Harbinger.
I've never had this feeling before. It feels like life is as insignificant as a feather.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. But still, Paimon doesn't like the way it all ended that much better.
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the troubles they face. When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny. To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act on his desire to disappear must have meant a lot. Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination. And that is what you have been doing all along.
Yeah, Nahita's right. Cheer up! How about we go get something to eat? We can pick up this heavy conversation again later.
Good idea. Paimon, why don't you take him out for a walk to clear his head?
You got it! Come on, Traveler! Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar! That'll be sure to lift our spirits!
For some reason, yeah, take Traveler for a walk like he's a pet dog. I need to show you something, actually. It's like slightly spoilers.
It's really tough being the only one who remembers all that.
But, it's from the most recent event. Window capture, add source, Firefox. I don't think I can be spoiled for Genshin. Okay, you know what? Fair enough, fair enough. I'm just kind of, I guess torturing you, I don't know. Wanderer, Durin, cutscene. There we go. I don't know if this is gonna show the whole thing, or if this is even the right one, but it makes me upset.
Nobody can define who you are, or deny the true feelings of your heart. Now remember your name. Durin.
Hi, Kirara.
Watch out!
Okay, this was not the scene I was thinking. Hi, Mumbo. I just want you to see what he says.
The stars! It flew away with the...
Okay, hold on. No. Stuff is happening here. This is not it. Christ. Okay, and then this is a bunch of backstory stuff for the I forgot to turn off the music here. Hold on. Okay. A bunch of shit happens here where it's like paralleling Scar's backstory with the evil dragon.
Hiding here. And tomorrow I'll...
Oh no, my child! Help! Somebody help me! Save my child! The dragon's trying to kidnap her!
No, Mom! It's not like that! Listen to me!
So you're hated by people
Fucking
too.
named him Sasuke. You can name him at some point during the story.
So that's it. That's really your wish? To never have been born at all? That's not a fate you should wish for.
And then this is when the cutscene
Nobody
happens.
can define who you are.
I love you, Sasuke. And then they go in the hole and they end up saving him and he turns to a little guy and they become friends. But the point is, I'm sad. The point is that I'm sad. Scaramouche. Defeated. Cut. Scene. I feel like I'm always doing show and tell with you. World of Warcraft quests. No, we're gonna do Noxus Gaming because Noxus Gaming has been good to us this whole time. This is after you defeat him during the main quest.
Humans. Filthy humans. No! Wait! Please! Anything but the Gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
What's going on with the plot? I think an important note there with that scene is that like that Gnosis in particular, the one that is powering his godhood and also like the giant mech, is like the Gnosis that he was created to host, because he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun, who is the Electro Archon. He was made specifically to host that Gnosis, and then discarded as the initial prototype because Raiden thought it would be too cruel to kill him, so she just like kind of lets him wander. And when Nahida takes the Electro-Gnosis from him, it makes me really upset. Okay, good work, everyone. Let's go see what kind of fucked up shit's going on in the game now. He makes me sad. He makes me really sad.
Peace prevails throughout the land.
Not right now. Okay. Throws up. Okay. Like, it does really just fuck me up that like, that is the Gnosis. He was like made to host that thing, and she just rips it from him. And then, it doesn't even go back to Raiden. She gives it back to Dottore. Not only does she give it back to Dottore, but she gives it back to Dottore, and she gives Dottore her own Gnosis. So the Fatui fucking have both Gnosises. And he gets nothing. I'm like shaking with rage right now.
We're here! What should we eat first?
I have a nagging feeling like there's something I'm missing. Something important that I'm forgetting.
Hey, are you gonna answer or what?
Sorry, it's just give me a minute. I'm still processing. Oh, and then he just leaves Paimon.
Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here.
It's very sad.
Then we can get something to
Sometimes when people are writing smut, they mean it as erotica and not as character studies. Come on, brain, let's take this out. It's got to be in there somewhere. It was something about Irminsul, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, Forbidden Knowledge, Nahida.
Have you figured it all out?
Yes, that was it. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. She said that no one can erase themselves from her existence, not even her. Otherwise, why would she need to create her own reincarnation in Lesser Lord Kusanali to do the deletion for her? There'd be no point.
Why'd you jump up all of a sudden?
No, I can't tell Paimon. She doesn't know about Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But this is a crucially important detail. It's simply not possible for the Balladeer to completely erase his own existence, in which case the question is, what happened to him?
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look, here.
Dies. And he's blue. And he's fucking blue.
Hey, wait!
You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsettias and ran off. Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it? Work's too boring for you? Or has the big city got too many distractions?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
Who's that guy? You know him or something?
That guy's the Balladeer.
He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford to.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsetias, and I promised the lady down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't want a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. But I figured you'd start asking for something in return eventually. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights. Are you a drifter or something?
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsetias, was it? I'll be right back.
Hey, what do we do now?
Follow him.
Stay out of sight.
Every day I'm sad. Every day I'm fucking sad. Running around as Farina because she also makes me sad. I mean, she makes me happy also because, like, she does get a happy ending. But, like, man. Character who is tragic. Character who's a furry. Character who's normal. Character who's fine. I mean, to be fair, like, her dad is dead and whatever, but, you know. Does this baby boy get a happy ending?
Just follow the list and distribute the fertilizer.
He doesn't not get a happy ending. It's... Yeah, he kind of gets a happy ending. Kind of. I would say different from, like, Farina's happy ending, where she, like, is taken care of and, like, accepted by, the people in her life. And, like, gets to live on as a human. But, like... I don't know. You'll decide for yourself. It's fine. Oh, it was very close to the quest objective.
Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsetias? Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back.
I wasn't seeing this with my own eyes. I'd never believe it.
Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He spotted us!
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice. Have we met before? No, we haven't met. But you know me? I have no recollection.
It's complicated, but I do know you.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
I can prove it. You're a puppet.
A puppet? What makes you think that?
Huh?
You were right! The look on his face!
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important. Okay.
There's somewhere I want to take you.
Please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really working for that guy?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm.
That's oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you, okay?
Then let's return to the city.
He makes me so sad. like this isn't even necessarily a thing that's, like, sad. He just makes me generally kind of sad. I mean, it's kind of sad. Like, he did get everything wiped from him. I want to hug him. He would hate a hug. But I want to hug him. Well, okay, I say he'd hate a hug. He would hate a hug in theory, like in a performative way. But I think he needs one. And I don't say that about a lot of people. Because I respect characters who don't like being touched. I would never force a character to hug me if they didn't want to be hugged.
I've got great food and great drinks that everyone can enjoy.
Here you go, boss. I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really went and picked some more. Who are these two?
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall for a while.
I was just about to pay you anyway.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. Even then, I don't understand why you're so adamant that you don't want any pay for it. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world, like you had nowhere to be and didn't even care that it was raining. Imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird, right? Why is this guy traveling during a rainstorm if he's not trying to get somewhere? And why is he taking a shortcut through the open country if he's not even in a hurry? But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it.
But I don't... No, you're right. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for taking me into the city.
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run
I
into
like
all
this
kinds
merchant.
of characters over the years. I just hope you find your path.
Thank you. All right, done. Thanks for waiting for me. We can go now.
Sanctuary Sarasthana.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
What's wrong? Huh? Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
Tell Lesser Lord Kusanali about what happened in the Grand Bazaar.
You say that you are trekking across Tevat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called, previous incarnation.
Oh, like a past life or something?
Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation?
It's very two different emotions for Gaming
okay.
and him, though.
You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation. If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear, but I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation,
you
you
were a
did many
bitch.
things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did, and many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
Nahida tells the Wanderer about his past.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time, a chain of cause and effect, a cycle of karma and consequence.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world in all of its complexity.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
Okay. Sorry. I'm just imagining every time that white baby comes on screen, like you shaking your fist at the screen, and then every time Wanderer comes on screen being like, baby boy.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street! He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything! What a weird situation.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Yes, it's all true.
Please, I want to see them for myself. I want to experience my own transgressions.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to fill the void within me. Except maybe these sins that can never be undone.
Very well. As you wish.
Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Oh, good point.
Understood.
Thank you.
Here we go. Teleport waypoint unlocked. Oh, here we go. Let's switch you out.
Chivalry will never die.
Traveler getting sent in Scar's footsteps of witness a case of memory alterations.
This looks like Inazuma.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These memories will show you the raw truth, but be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world.
Sounds like an immersive experience. It's a good thing we came along.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
And now we're just finishing the job.
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation.
Yes, I think we do like a little bit more story and then cutscene, and then we're done with this quest. If you would like to stay, if you would not like to stay, we could always like do show and tell later.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The Crystal Marrow Miners? No, there's no way. There's someone passed out on the ground.
I am not entirely sure, but probably not that long.
You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Are you injured?
Not longer than an hour, I don't think.
Not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichio's adopted son.
And the rest is history.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as the second in command but Katsuragi had sworn
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
Where am I going?
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Well, many such cases, right?
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Huh? What are we doing back here?
Hear voices.
Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty, but there's nobody here.
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for us here. We can't stay.
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make sword. He kept coughing all the time, just like me.
But you can't.
Yup, we're family now. We're gonna be together forever and ever.
This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. After leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him.
What happened to the child then?
He died from his illness while he was still very young. The balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too.
The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
Let's keep going.
Christ almighty. Do you ever have emotions?
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Long-fated rebellion has...
Oh, whoops. I don't know. I assume he's a Fatui.
This place is dark.
Like a harbinger.
Paimon knows this place. It's the Delusion Factory in Inazuma.
Where I almost died.
In the original version of events, the Traveler once encountered the balladeer here.
Such a creepy atmosphere.
I remember this. It was an unsettling place.
Hey, look over there.
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory
Hi,
and
Senora.
these incompetent fools all for me?
Oh yeah, because they make delusions here.
Huh. What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being experimented on by the doctor.
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it.
Surely you're not worried about me.
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it completely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. By then, see you at the victory
And then she
feast.
dies. Raiden kills her. Decapitates her.
Poor little tongue? Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now.
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come.
Yes.
Why are you staring at me?
I didn't mean to do that, but okay.
Can't
Sure,
you
girl.
think of a nicer way to express yourself?
Go away.
I have no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results and your own interests. Isn't that
Oh
right?
my god, a Sisson mage? Are you serious?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans.
Oh.
Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Okay. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than the others. What? Insane thing to say. Insane thing to say.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru. Is that?
What is it? This
Considering
is,
Metamorta's sage
Yeah. What the fuck is this place called? I
When
can't
do we
remember.
start?
You seem impatient.
Deus Foundry?
You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
Get fucked.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information.
I need him
Alas,
dead.
after that, you were under orders to remain in the abyss.
That was gracefully worded.
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
The doctor again?
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon.
Bejeebers.
Let's move on.
Oh no, it's 12:15. I feel like we're so close to the end though. Oh, cutscene.
You're a god.
Okay.
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes, are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any
Oh, this isn't a
differences between
cutscene,
your
but
present
I
self and
I
your
was wrong.
Previous and future incarnations?
So if you do want to go to bed, you
not,
can. But I
then
feel
what
like we
are the
are very,
differences between
very
humans and
close.
Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human.
I've seen enough of my past. No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Whatever I am due, let it come to pass. Can you return my memory?
Huh? But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules, with each person being a collection of past experiences. As a puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. All the emotions that you discarded will return to you. Are you sure you want to do this?
I've lived with a void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just drifted from one place to the next. But then I met you. And I finally realized that reclaiming my missing sins might be my one opportunity to become my true self.
This is a true meaning of Greater Lord Rukadvada's words. Are a person's sins an inescapable part of their destiny, too?
I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more, in a way that goes deeper than for most people. So I beg you, grant me this opportunity to gain a purpose.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours.
Oh, are we doing it now? Are we doing it now?
You have made your decision. Now, take this.
Set him free?
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
Kill yourself.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is my...
Is he alright?
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
This is trying my patience. Have you got any more stupid questions?
Swan Fury, churn!
Yeah.
Too slow. Upon the gale.
At my command, you shall fall.
You die. Thank you.
The wind rises. Perish! Swan Fury, upon the gale.
Please don't die. That would be embarrassing.
Churn! The wind rises. My endless cycle begins! Swan Fury. Search for it. Know your place.
Blah, 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 blah.
The wind rises.
It doesn't super matter because, it's cutscene stuff. Like, I don't know how to play this character either, so it is definitely, like...
Insignificant pest! Behold!
like I can die. Like, I'm assuming it's the same logic as, the Raiden, quest fight. Where, like, you're just kind of fighting until you win.
At my command, you shall fall.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I cannot die.
Feeble human.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Jesus Christ.
Imbecile.
It disappeared. Did we win?
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self. Wait, but it was you inside that thing too. What have you got to be smug about?
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am. You sound like you're concerned about me. But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
The memory recovery seems to have been a success. This dream has served its purpose.
Come on. Let's continue this outside.
That was awesome. I liked that. I think that this is now the point where you get to name him. I have no idea what to name him. If anybody has any suggestions, that would be lovely.
It feels like we just went on a really
I'm not naming him Sasuke.
Everyone's exhausted.
You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should probably change it. After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui. And they wouldn't take me back anyway.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile.
I kind of like
But
Skunt.
it wasn't completely meaningless.
I don't know
At
if they'll
least I
let
made
me
a
do
lot of people
Skunt.
forget about me.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that.
There's also the level of, like, if I name him something silly and he shows up in more quests, I'm not gonna be able to take his ass seriously.
What you were looking for is complete annihilation.
Oh.
But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Indeed. How ridiculous.
Do you
I might
doing all that when you've
Hey, it
gotten
would
so
actually roll
little
the
in
name of
return?
Zornoff.
Even if I'm completely
Joey
worthless,
Graceffa.
there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan. But before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be it. Oh right, I almost forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I will try.
Traveler.
Yes.
After I dove into the information torrent in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma?
Wanted to know what you changed.
So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. And how? Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay it back.
Please don't make it sound like I'm extorting you.
Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
Can they do yaoi about this now?
True. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to zero. I think deep down you realize this.
Oh,
People who
baby
show up in your
boy.
life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave. Some things in this world can never be brought back. Everything that you feel is real and lasting. To be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they?
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just bearing your feelings.
He's not ready to hear all this,
The
white
past
baby.
is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become, until one day, it is but a tiny fraction of your life.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated.
So true, bestie. Oh, okay, bye. It's okay, you're allowed to feel
Then
your
I guess
emotions.
I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
He's so cute.
I'm glad that you've accepted our
Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you, too!
Why?
Because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
A name is life's first gift. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name...
Yes! Name him! Name him! Yes! Okay, name change rules. Please take note. Limit on the number of times you can rename this character. For now, I think... I wonder if it'll let me do Skunt. How do we feel about Skunt? I don't want to do Skunt. Okay, I'm gonna try Skunt. Oh my god, it let me name him Skunt.
Are you sure?
No,
Okay.
I need to change it. I could not name him Skunt.
You got any?
Okay, we're... Wait, well, let me do Joey Graceffa. Holy shit. This is really hard.
Are you sure? Oh, alright. If you say so.
There. Now you have a name of your own.
What about a nickname? Are you done yet?
Still thinking. Stop rushing me.
Take your time. I don't need to see you again until you've thought of one.
Oh no, I just realized other people will be able to see this.
Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
You mean the Fatui?
The doctor, at least.
Now that your stance has changed,
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in
honest?
Inazuma. Some of them
I
know.
kind of am being
Well,
affected by his
they
name
oughta
being
know
Korean.
about the
It's
connection
not that I
between
can't
Raiden Gokuden and
take him
myself.
seriously, it's that
I
it's
don't
like
plan to leave Sumeru for the time
inflaming
being.
my
If you see them in Inazuma,
the horrible
please tell them that I was
complexes.
the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall. Even though the events have been erased from the world, They still deserve to know the truth.
I see.
Huh? But...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. No nonsense. I like it. Alright, let's call it a day. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone.
What he
Well,
went through
technically
today
he's still
was-
walking away.
True. But even so, so we can finally go eat?
Thank you both.
I died forever. I died for 1,000,000 years. Come on, load so I can collect the stuff and then be done. Oh shit!
I've got it!
Hi, Grian. Hold on, let me read that. Oh no, it went away. What? Okay, it wants me to do more stuff, but I think we're gonna end stream here. I feel a little bit crazy. Yeah. I need to look at him real quick. Where is he? I need him dead. Hi, Grian. Okay. My baby. My little baby boy. My little baby boy. Well, lads.
The sky will reveal everything to us.
Good night.